What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Room Podcast. Welcome here. You're welcome here. Nice to have you, for real. This video is episode 9, coming to you from the gutter.
From the gutter. Hell yeah.
Man, it's been a while. I've been away. But it's 3 of us, as you can see. My name's Brandon. Got a host here, Drake and Joey in the middle.
What up, what up?
What up?
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, this is our 9th episode. Forgot to specify that.
I did say it.
He did good. This is Brandon wanted to do an intro for the first time. Redo it, yeah. But no, he did good. That was good. But yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit since Brandon been here. Brandon was actually he was in Paradise last week, right? It was a great moment or a great week for you, right?
Yeah, it was definitely great.
Tell us how your week last week was, because that's an eventful moment.
Definitely was special. Meant for our honeymoon vacation, man. We got married back in May. Went on our honeymoon after like 5 months of being married. So just because the pandemic circumstance,
yeah,
rescheduled. We made it happen. Like, we needed that getaway for us, and we just focused on each other.
So where did you guys go for your honeymoon?
I wouldn't call it paradise, but you can't come close to paradise. Paradise on earth, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We went to Mexico. Yeah, Cancun. Yeah, they got nice resorts down there in Cancun.
I always wanted to go there. I've never been there.
Same.
Yeah, I recommend it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would also recommend Jamaica, not from experience, but based off good recommendations I've been hearing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely try something out like Cancun's fine.
Hell yeah.
The flight is very short from Virginia.
How long was it?
Like 3.5.
No, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
Damn, that's not bad at all. I thought that would be longer, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So what y'all do? Like, you see any like major attractions or?
Yeah, we did check out this place. I forget the name of the jungle or the town, but it was like something Maya, like Maya.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was also a C in there, but forgive me.
Mm-hmm.
We did this ATV rental.
Awesome, fun.
We got one ATV. She rode on the back. Halfway through, it was a little like time to switch.
Yeah.
So I went on the back for her. Didn't go very fast, but it was enough to get a thrill.
Yeah.
And enjoy the bit of a bumpy.
Yeah.
It was very bumpy. At least it was flat. Didn't really have like uphill or downhill so much, but because Cancun doesn't have mountains.
Oh, okay.
It's more of like a thick jungle.
Was it like a private course or like a group?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a group.
Okay.
And it was like about almost an hour from the resort we were at.
A resort. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you had like pretty much set up excursions for that whole week. So every single day, did you have something new or?
The resort did activities throughout the day and different things. But mainly this trip was like separate from the resort.
Okay.
So they actually had a spot to reserve these type of things at the resort, but it was separate entity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we also, that same day, we did numerous of things. We did also went to the water where there's a cavern, and you're in the dark, and it's fresh water. They discovered it in 1995. You would think they would have discovered it like centuries ago, but
Yeah.
And then there's lights in the water. It's fresh, clear water.
Huh.
So it's neat. Like, you can see the rock. The form of it is unique.
Mm-hmm.
I bet. So it's like in a cave?
And then he flashes his light up on the ceiling of the cave. And boom. Bats.
Really?
Oh, wow.
They're just chilling?
They're like sleeping. And oh my gosh, don't wake them up. I was like, come on, it's okay. They're sleeping right now. Just don't yell.
Yeah.
They have sensitive ears, but they sleep through it.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, how much did that cost?
That was $220 for
Like
both of us.
Like the whole trip.
And also we did zip line. No, the whole trip was more than that.
How much? Expensive.
Well,
That's all you need.
G's.
Yeah.
G's, man.
Is enough.
A couple G's.
Okay.
Damn. Bolo.
Okay.
No, it's good though.
No, worth every penny.
Is Cancun the place where like you can't drink the water? Is that Cancun?
Avoid that. You're right, Joey.
Really?
Yeah.
Or like the water, like they give you.
So from the sink. No,
from
the
the
bottles
sink?
are fine.
Anything that's like with ice in it, right?
Well, no, they're serving us, sodas, whatever, in a cup with ice, and they'll have that okay to drink. The ice will melt. It's fine. It's from maybe like the
faucet,
the bar. They have bars and stuff, and when you get your drinks, that's okay. But say you're taking a shower, don't accidentally swallow water, or brushing your teeth.
Yeah, don't drink it.
Just avoid that.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not to the point where accidentally take a little swig, you're in trouble. It depends on how sensitive your stomach is.
Because my sister,
a lot of countries are that way.
My sister was like a few years ago, and she said that they weren't allowed to drink like the tap water. Or
damn, that's
I
cool.
always avoid tap water in general anyway. Even
That's
here.
true.
Yeah. Even though it's safe over here, we still avoid it.
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, though, which is kind of funny. Like, I used to be younger, I'd need some water and just fill it up in the sink and just drink straight water and not really care. But when
or like little faucets outside.
Yeah, exactly. But when you get older, you start like thinking about it, even though it's not a problem, because our water is honestly safe. There's so many other places that have like iron and all that.
Yeah, like what's that one? Flint, Michigan. They still don't have clean water. Yeah.
Damn, that's been a long time.
Yeah,
that was like a long time.
They were there extra struggling.
Yeah, damn.
It's very different when it comes to the source of water. That is.
That's like
but even then, for us too, it's not good either.
Yeah. So I'm glad you had a good trip.
But we have we're immune to that.
Yeah.
For them it's fine because they're immune to it. But for us, we get like a bite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys did? Beach.
So I talked about the ATV, the snorkeling type deal, the zip lining.
Zip lining is cool.
Oh yeah. I haven't done zip lining in so long.
Yeah.
And they took us to a cavern that collapsed. This one the first one we went to hasn't collapsed, but they're predicting that it will soon.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
Maybe in the next 50 years. I guess that's soon for a cavern, right?
Yeah, so, for sure.
It's getting heavier because it takes 1 year for the rock to just grow about an inch.
Yeah.
But we went to this one where it has collapsed, and there's like a cliff that has been made, and they have you hold on to like a zip line, hold on tight, and you can go in the water that way, or even jump off the cliff.
Oh really?
You did a couple jumps. If I had a life jacket, I would have done a flip, but I was without a life jacket.
How high was the cliff?
I'd probably say it was like a 10-foot, almost 12 probably drop. I can guesstimate.
Was it comparable to the one place we used to go to? Remember how we used to do that? Little cliff diving?
It was higher than that.
Higher than that. That was an experience.
Until you hit the water.
Yeah, we used to go to this like spot in Difficult Run. Good amount of people know about it, but there was like this one little section with like a nice little pool, but you could go to the top where it was like a nice spot to jump right into, and it was like probably like I would say like 15 feet high, maybe. But it was like it was pretty scary.
I say double digits, and when you're looking down, it feels like
because you're in a
15.
small little area too. Like you have to kind of just jump right in the middle.
You have to hit the right spot. It was deep. It was deep enough.
Sometimes you'll hit your foot. I think you've hit your foot. I think I hit my foot one time, but it was like very small.
Just touching it is like enough to say I don't want to. I don't want to commit. As soon as you hit the water, swim up.
Yeah, I feel like being in a tropical place to do some cliff jumping, because they begin really high, and then you see people to do that, which is awesome. But it's good to kind of do that because you have all that room. It's like clear water. I feel like it's an experience.
When you're doing those type of experiences, I recommend trying to document.
Exactly.
For later on.
Oh yeah, man.
And like you can see what you did off the jump.
That's like GoPro footage.
Exactly. Even like wearing it too. Tight.
Yeah, it's important. Like I didn't really. I've always known that, but actually having it to refer back to, I would say, don't miss out on doing something like that.
Yeah. So obviously, when you go on trips, you spend a lot of time with trying to make excursions and all that type of stuff. You want to make sure it's fun, but did you ever have like downtime to where you just kind of chill? Because don't get me wrong, when I go on vacation, I do like doing stuff, but it's nice to also sit back and just enjoy what you're doing. So, like, did you just kind of, like, lounge? And
of course.
You probably did that
quite often.
often.
We were there 7 days.
Yeah.
Weather, we were predicting, like, kind of going in, checking the weather. We were like, dang, we're out there lounge a lot. And I enjoy the Mexican heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we're cold season now, so even there, we're looking forward to the weather. But it only rained 5 times out of 7, but only for 10 to 15 minutes out the day.
True.
Okay.
So it didn't get in the way, and it dried up quick.
Yeah.
Going to the pool, you want to lay down. Yes. A lot of times at the beach, just relaxing. They have people there coming up to you if you want anything.
Yeah.
Staff members.
That's what I was saying. Low key
It really felt like it kind of felt like royalty in a way.
That's what I was saying. Like you're in paradise.
I'm so appreciative of it. Like because as soon as I turn my head, they're like pointing at me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
Good customer service.
Wow.
They make sure that because they know you're paying money. People go out there and people go out there that make money, and there's not always those people. But like when you go overseas or you go to a vacation, it's kind of expected to get quality service, especially when you're in a nice resort. That's their job. That's why they're there, to fulfill that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool that they were doing.
They had restaurants. They had restaurants within the resort, so we make reservations to do. We had date night every night.
Was the food good?
Excellent.
Yeah,
it was excellent.
And it's probably a good way to minimize all the distractions if you want to move it over that way.
Yeah. So we had Wi-Fi on premises, but also on airplane mode, and it's just like I didn't have text messages coming in, like no work on my mind.
Yeah.
No really wanting to be on my phone. I'm just in the moment.
Free your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's really what made the trip that much better because, for me, I could do that at home.
Exactly.
I came out here to not trying to go like out the ordinary way.
Not worry about the outside world. That's like, especially in that time of on vacation.
Yeah.
You don't need to really worry about that because you are just minding of you and your companion or whoever you're with. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that because in the news it was like a big, on like Fox 5 News, they're doing like a poll about going on vacation and doing going on vacation and I don't know the word of my sentence, but observing the people around you. People are too busy focused on taking pictures and posting on social media. They're not really fulfilling their they're not
it's
right there in front of you while you're behind the camera.
They're not accepting it to its full ability or capacity, I guess.
Did you see a lot of people on their phones?
For example, like what was that?
Did you see a lot of people on their phones doing that?
No.
It
was actually, man.
I would hope.
I believe your phone.
It wasn't full capacity.
Yeah.
Like we had 2 giant outdoor pools, multiple restaurants, and even I haven't really noticed people on their phone at all.
And if you do, you're like, it's definitely a little kid.
Yeah,
or it's someone having to obviously just look. I mean, there's definitely times that you're going to look at your phone, but I feel like I would have no problem just looking around me. And like you said, people do that with taking hella pictures and just kind of not. Yeah, it's memories for the pictures, but I'd rather have a thought.
Yeah.
I'd rather bring you with some I have a picture memory of this happening.
You make this
it's so much better that way,
like a sacred memory or something.
Exactly,
especially being by the water and at the food table. Like it's really it's either if you're not eating, you're at the pool.
Yeah,
if you're not at the pool, you're eating
or walking around.
Like we're at in the bedroom, right? So
one question I forgot to ask was your reservation or your area you stayed at, was that on the beach?
Oh yeah,
it was on the beach. Okay, cool.
So it was like a private section, so pretty much it was like blockade.
Next to us, there's other resorts, like to the left and to the right, but our resort's large. That resort was large. So, and there's a building that kind of high enough to cover that other building up. If you go to the water, that's when you can see, like, okay, look to your left and right all the way, you can see, the other options there. But we didn't really like walk the beach and look around. We were just happy where we were at.
True.
We did leave once for that excursion in the nightclub one time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like you had a good trip. It's good that you focused on enjoying the trip rather than having all the distractions around, and it's a good way to free the mind and to focus on the reality of getting out of town and focusing on you and your loved one. So.
And actually, going back to distractions, we only spoke about a distraction being like an object of a phone.
Yeah.
You can have a distraction from like your landscaping job. You can be stressed about work. But when you got there, did it all just go away? Or were you still in the back of your mind still thinking about?
Especially starting out, I would have nights thinking about different scenarios and thinking about things I need to be prepared for.
Yeah.
Because these small details make up for a lot of the completion.
Yeah.
But honestly, you can think about these solutions on the spot. And these solutions come up, these like problems come out of nowhere. So that's kind of why you kind of stay up late with these distractions. But really, you got to have trust within yourself to be able to handle it, go and tackle it. But yeah, there's things hindering me, and there's things hindering everyone to be able to, perform at their best abilities. And those things are distractions.
Yeah.
That's the part of it that kind of sucks too, because even when you take that vacation to free your mind, there's always something that's distracting us, and that's one problem about nowadays. It's either with news, or family problems, or just like anything that can emotionally affect you, or just social media in general. Because it's like, I feel like it's a good to kind of get away because you forget about those distractions. Because don't get me wrong, bro. Like when I go to Virginia Beach or Ocean City every year, it's just like, it's not the biggest thing ever, but I like leave everything behind.
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't want to have a job. Like this week right now, I don't work. I'm free. I feel like a new man. I'm getting like tore up. I'm getting kind of turned, and I'm like, I don't give a shit. But once I get back to reality, it's like,
damn.
Now I'm back to this bullshit.
Damn.
But that's good. That's good that you had no distractions, because it's key to focus on what's in front of you, especially that.
So for me, being obviously it's about me as well. But if she's having a great time, I am too.
Yeah,
what's that one
I want to say that. I want to say that smooth
yeah.
because that's true.
Happy wife, happy life. Yeah.
It's true.
It's true though, man. I don't have a wife, but I can state that if my girl is happy, I'm happy too.
You know what to do.
Shit.
You know what to do, man. You know what to do. If you don't do it, you'd be frowned upon. You frown upon yourself.
Yeah. So
it's like, damn it.
To kind of change up the topic, because it's nice to hear about your vacation, but I don't care anymore. I don't care. But no, it's glad to have you back. I'm glad you're safe, and I'm glad you're back on the podcast to make this happen, because it's a whole lot of weird shit going on. But
that's a negative, by the way.
Yeah.
That real deal.
I don't know if you want to transition it over to something obviously is kind of different, but you want to speak on the new news are going on, whatever.
Yeah, a new topic that came out. I don't know, maybe a week ago or something, 2 weeks ago, maybe a few months ago. Was the new Hummer EV. Apparently, it's the world's first all-electric super truck. So when you think of a Hummer, they came out the cut real quick.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they got discontinued because no one was buying them, because first off, the gas mileage was trash. It was so bad, and the reliability was horrible too. So it's crazy that they came back with a full electric one.
So a few little specs from it.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Is 1,000 horsepower and 11,500 foot-pounds of torque. That's a lot.
Gosh.
That's a.
But it must weigh a brick.
It's probably heavy as shit. How?
It
8,000
doesn't
pounds.
get the weight yet.
It's probably heavy as shit.
Yeah, probably. Has a new infinity roof, so the whole roof comes off.
Weight reduction.
And for the people on YouTube, I'll make sure to add pictures for this.
All right, bet.
But yeah.
Has a new feature called crab walking.
The fuck?
Did I show you that yet?
Does that mean the rear tires will also turn?
The rear tires also.
Not the axle, right?
Back up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the axle or the wheels, but if you turn right, the fronts and the rears will turn. So it's just like beep.
So it's like a smooth turn or whatever.
So say you have two big trees in front of you and this to the right of you, you need to go diagonal.
Yeah. Damn. They showed a clip if you want to cut that clip out and put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But that's probably there's multiple trims too. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds.
Oh my god.
For a freaking truck.
That's great.
So is there an estimated date when this may be coming out?
Yeah.
They have to after presenting, right?
So the initial ones that we saw in the trailers, it's the Hummer EV Edition ones. Those reservations full. You can't get no more.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So that was coming out fall of 2021 at an estimated $112,000.
Damn. This Hummer just gonna come back and be like, we're gonna blow your bank. That's really what they're doing. Like, they make a shitty ass vehicle and then come back.
Americana sells, I think, for one. It's GMC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Number one, I'll just throw it out there. Number two, those kind of specs, that's a price point that it's worth that.
Yeah.
Let me just throw in it's estimated
something like that's crazy.
Yeah, 350 plus mile range. So that's a lot.
Yeah.
So this is not I wouldn't even know if you want to compare it to the Bronco or compare it to the Wrangler.
The Bronco is dope too.
Even though you think of it in the same class, but with that price point, it's not in the same class anymore. So if you think about the Tesla truck, whatever the Cyber, yeah. So what's that price point? If that price point is up there in that kind of caliper, then it'll be same class. But now this is a class of its own.
That's very true, and it's
facts.
If I'm correct, Cybertruck. If I'm hoping that's the name, I'm pretty sure that's the name. But the Cybertruck, I'm just gonna call it that.
Right. Yeah.
They haven't even like really made production. I know they had
the pre-order
that was like $100, and there was a lot of people like screenshotting because you could pay the $100 and get it free back. So like if you wanted to cancel, you can get the $100 back. So people are like taking screenshots and posting and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get the Cybertruck," but no one has it. So it's crazy to think that Hummer's coming out with this all-electric truck. All right, that makes me kind of think. That makes me think that maybe Tesla might up it and maybe drop the Cybertruck, or maybe some other company might present their all-electric, because all-electric seems like the new thing, especially since Tesla is like the leading brand in electric cars.
Mustang's doing an SUV now with electric.
Oh, yeah, I saw like something with there's like it looked like a Mustang SUV. Yeah, I saw a quick little glimpse of it on a commercial, and I'm like, what is that? It looks damn near better than the Mustang.
That's electric, isn't it? It's electric.
So yeah,
it's electric.
I wonder if these companies though are gonna beat like Tesla, because Tesla, they have the Roadster that's supposedly coming at some point. But it makes no sense. It's like you guys have all these nice sedans coming out, these SUVs, and you're presenting these other cars, and then they go MIA, and we don't know.
I don't like that.
It.
I think maybe Hummer, if they have.
Yeah,
did you find out the release date on this Hummer?
Yeah, fall of 2021.
Damn.
See, like they've been in the works with this, I imagine, for
hot minute.
Right.
For sure.
They kept the DL. Now, I think fall 2021 is 1 year from now. All right, that's fine. Get some hype build up and then stay quiet.
Yeah.
And then they're back. Oh, like just get it, kind of implement in your brain a little bit. It's like a marketing scheme. And I hate to say scheme, but you have to be strategical.
Because there are a lot of companies. Sorry.
Like the Roadster and the Mustang.
Yeah.
When we're gonna see that? And they have release dates too, but I don't know, man.
It's a little bit different. I noticed that maybe companies are starting to go back to older things. So for an example, Ford, Ranger, Bronco, they brought those back. Hummer's coming back with the Hummer, fully electric.
Yeah,
maybe that's a new thing. Toyota Supra,
the new Z, Nissan Z.
Yeah, the new Z.
Apparently looks like a freaking.
It's a good idea.
They're bringing the older cars back because those were good cars, not the Hummer, but those were good cars at the time.
Now they sold.
The Hummer's a whole nother level.
I mean, they sold some Hummers though. I mean, it's not like they didn't have any sales.
You still see them to this day.
I did like them,
but buying used, they depreciated significantly.
Big old brick.
There was a long time ago.
That's a good point though. Is the value that you buy it at, and then 5 years later, it's wow, that's how much it costs now.
Yeah, for real though.
Yes, sir.
But there's also for the Hummer different trims, like different horsepower specs, and each different trim is a year apart. So the next trim is fall 2022, then 2023, then 2024. So each year.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy though.
That's gonna be a nice truck, man. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that too. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that's mind blown.
That's a big truck.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Just like you saw that.
And the thing is,
RS6 on the road.
We're blessed.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was crazy.
We'll be able to see this Hummer because where we live at. If you're living in maybe a town that's like ghost town.
No. This area is prone.
They can't say it. They can't say I can't wait to see it.
This area is it's so much money around here that you're gonna see all the nicest cars. Literally.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Bugatti, but I've damn near seen SVR, Lamborghini and Fiesta, Ferrari and stuff like that.
It has a 13.4-inch center-mounted digital dash.
Damn.
Holy shit. Oh my! I can't even zoom in on my phone.
So the new Cadillac though SUV is very futuristic when it comes to the infotainment. They have one large screen all the way to the left and then to the right. The one on the left, you can control the one right in front of you. You can have your navigation system set up.
Damn.
On the left, and then the camera in the front of your bumper will display that, and then have when you're playing a video game in a racetrack, it has the turns coming up.
Yeah.
It'll display arrows.
Oh dang!
While you're driving, and you won't be able to miss a turn anymore. and it's probably everyone's gonna follow this new Cadillac.
I know, right?
Everyone's gonna. That's the that's staggering. That's a game changer. That's the future. Is that right there?
All right, so yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome that Hummer's coming out with something new. Can't wait to see.
Yep.
But to move over to the next topic, something that honestly really surprised me that I actually read about earlier today, which was, it's just something like crazy to even think. So, read this article, and I'll just start off with pretty much saying this: a 19-year-old with a van full of guns and explosives plotted to assassinate Biden at his home in Kannapolis, North Carolina.
God almighty.
It's not funny, but
that's not funny, but that's crazy.
I read that this morning and was just like, okay, this is something very interesting. Like, someone really was plotting to assassinate Biden, So I kind of want to give you all like a little bit more of the insights of why this even occurred.
It makes you think, who else is plotting out there to assassinate this or that,
But to really, for them to find someone that was specifically about to do that or planning to do it is just quite crazy to think.
FBI got a hold of
Yeah, I mean, it first started off with
where was he caught at?
The county officials, officers, and then from there it turned into more like an FBI investigation, because it turned into a lot bigger than what they thought or what they first assumed of. So the 19-year-old, I'm not going to say his name because I don't think he should be praised at all, but the 19-year-old ended up at a Wendy's within miles of Biden's home. Police searched his van, which was found with 4 rifles, a 9mm handgun, explosive materials, books on bomb making, and a $500,000 in cash, which they believed was taken from inheritance. So pretty much how they found him was he was parked in front of a Fifth and Third bank, and the tellers of the bank were just like, why is there this car just parked in front of the place for so long? So they ended up calling like the officials, the officers and stuff like that. They came to investigate, and they ended up finding this guy that was in like a local Wendy's right next door. So from there, they were like, okay, why are you parked here for numerous hours? The people in there were kind of curious. So from there, I guess they started searching his vehicle and found all these things, which is crazy to even think. Man has a $500,000 on him, guns, and there's so much more to even think of. So pretty much he had, from what they gathered, he searched online for Biden's home address and bought nice night vision goggles.
Damn.
He purchased an AR-15 that was registered in New Hampshire. In New Hampshire. So obviously this guy was just like all over the damn place doing shit. But for him to have a gun that's registered in New Hampshire and he's in North Carolina makes no sense.
He wasn't making sense himself.
Yeah.
He couldn't make any sense.
Yeah, pretty much.
No sense.
So after they brought him to custody, allegedly they found 6,721 images and 1,200 videos of child pornography.
What?
And on 8 different devices. And from what I read as well, that he hasn't been charged with any of that. So pretty much he's in jail right now, I think, but he's not being charged for anything.
That's why you say
allegedly they found that.
Is it allegedly that he wanted to? There's no confessions.
That's what I'm saying. It's a very confusing case because there's so many details. He literally planned to go kill.
Premeditated.
Biden, and he has all this money on him. He has child pornography allegedly, and just all this stuff, and he's not really being put on any type of.
If it's brought out there, why would they add that detail? I think that's probably true.
Yeah,
that's true. The police won't lie. That that's something, especially a specific number.
Yeah, exactly. Another crazy part is that even beforehand, so this actually happened in April. He had actually posted, the guy that was supposedly going to commit all this. He had posted a meme stating, "Should I kill Biden?" in April.
Lordy Lord. And
supposedly from that, they didn't really take any action because they didn't really see it as a threat. Because I guess it was a meme, and now nowadays memes are as jokes. They don't really take them serious. So maybe it should have been taken serious.
Yeah.
He just said he wanted to kill Biden, but they just brushed it over the shoulder. Oh, that's a little kid. He's 19 years old. No one gives a shit about him. He ain't gonna do shit. But there's more to it, dude.
There's a lot of jokes like
so
that,
much,
especially. So there's a lot of memes like that. So we wouldn't take that seriously at all.
And that's the part about it that's not good. It's like there's a lot of things that they try to like covering up, all because social media is kind of a joke in a way. It can be serious, but also a joke.
Mainly.
It should be taken very serious, especially for things like this. It shouldn't be brushed upon, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like Biden.
You shouldn't joke about something that serious, especially if it's constantly. Like,
yeah.
I think it'll mess up, kind of like with distractions as well. Like, it'll just mess up your well-being.
Exactly.
And you don't even realize it.
Yeah, so.
Brainwash.
There was like so many things they found, not only the guns, the child pornography, and, you know, just they also found like other type of plans that pretty much he was plotting for either Black Friday or Christmas to go to a local mall and to shoot up the food court.
God,
so like honestly, dude, like
what's wrong with this dude?
Yeah, supposedly he was diagnosed with Asperger syndrome, which is some type of, you know, mental disorder.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, wow.
What was his ethnicity?
Caucasian.
Okay.
Sick.
Yeah, and it's just crazy to think that like this man hasn't really been charged with anything. It's more of like they're more investigating than anything, but it's just like there's so many facts I read off this that like makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like this dude had guns. Why does a 19-year-old have that many guns
and that much cash?
$500,000 and books how to make bombs and has bombs. That's like a damn terrorist attack, damn near, you know? That's what it should be claimed. That's what they would claim it as, right? If it was anyone other, if it was a person of color, they would call it a fucking
like,
terrorist attack.
I don't condone invasion of privacy, but in this case, I'm glad the privacy was invaded on him.
Yeah,
we prevented, or they prevented that happening. That could have happened.
And it's great to know that. I'm glad this man got caught. I'm glad his dumb ass parked in front of a bank for that long to get caught, because who knows what could have happened. This man bought night vision goggles, so obviously he was plotting to go at night and just to go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But in the other day, maybe he's just doing that for attention.
Most of the time,
maybe.
I mean,
and that's why we don't say names, because those things tend to turn into just wanting to be known, wanting to be heard, and wanting to get their name out there, and for the attention. And it's sad to say
what I got away with. Who cares about you?
And that's just
like you.
That reminds me of that one case. I don't know, maybe like a month ago, of the judge. The dude, some judge, like the dude walked up to the judge's house and shot like the her husband and her son. Yeah. She was the judge of some court case.
It was the dude that had that private island. I forget his name. Yeah. He had a private island and pretty much was just like bringing girls over there. I forget his exact name. I can't believe I forgot his name, but yeah, I know what you talk about.
Yeah.
He pretty much killed the family of the judge.
Good thing you don't know his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
It's okay.
I don't know it.
You should know his name.
No, I don't know it. That just reminded me of that.
He's already prosecuted. It's fine to mention the name.
Yeah. But I pretty much thought I'd bring that upon because that was some very interesting news that, you know, you don't really, you hear about it, but I just feel like you kind of have to dive deep for certain things like this. And honestly, like, I didn't really have to dive deep. I just went through the news app and ended up finding this. It was just so, like, eye-catching that a 19-year-old was out there trying to assassinate could be future president, you know, someone that's trying to be president.
Right.
Or vice president, simple as that, because he's our vice president.
Yeah.
He's not ours, but he's considered vice president because he was.
Yeah. It's like some deep hatred. I mean, there's motivation there. He wanted to aim big.
Yeah.
He was, I think, honestly, you're correct about that, is for attention.
Yeah.
Fame.
That's
fortune.
He wanted to go down in history.
He could have done something so much better with his life, and I think it has a lot to do with maybe his upbringing, but he is definitely delusional.
And that's another thing that I kind of wanted to touch base on, that, you know, people with these mindsets, I can't exactly speak for them, but just from what I've read and what I found out, that it tends to be, you know, not only the attention part, but how their upbringing was as a child. You know, a lot of them tend to be either, you know, abused or mistreated or just looked upon as a person that's stupid, sad to say, you know, because they're a different person. They have a syndrome and they're made fun of. And that's the sad part about society nowadays. They don't care about people that aren't them, you know? Sad to say.
They can't handle different views.
Yeah, people with disorders or people with problems, I mean, they're not viewed as normal people, sad to say. Come on, bro.
Come on.
Coronavirus. But I just wanted to bring that upon just to open people's eyes because.
Bless you too.
All right, this is bad now.
Oh yeah, bless you.
Bless you too. Yikes. But yeah,
but that's an interesting story.
I just wanted to bring this upon because I feel like there may be people that don't know and there may be people that do know, but this is something that is still going on.
Yeah.
You know, I remember those times that there was like every other week or damn near every week that there were school shootings, and it was a big problem. But even this is a big problem, and I'm glad.
And looking at that, like if you think about like the whole world, like you don't know how many people are applying. You don't know how many people are applying.
Exactly. There's
on anyone.
There could be someone that's simply like, damn, I had the idea, but he beat me to it. You know?
Shit. Yeah.
It's just like, it's sad to think, you know, we only look at each other, but there's millions of people around us in other states that think so much different and have different ideas, or even plotting to kill Trump.
Yeah, and not just people that high value. Yeah, like any other ordinary people too.
Exactly.
Like just some dude could have gotten fired from his job, and that dude who got fired be like, okay, I'm plotting the motherfucker.
Yeah, this is why like having enforcement for us is good, because I couldn't do something like that. I don't know what's going on. For them to find this guy and instantly find all this information, it's just like, damn.
How'd he get his address?
He was looking on Google, so like they pretty much found him on like search engine, like trying to find like his address.
He has multiple homes,
stuff like this.
He has multiple.
Yeah, he has multiple homes. I know he has actually one in this area, if I'm correct.
Probably.
I think so.
Close to DC. So.
Yeah, somewhere in that range. But yeah, this man was plotting to do something crazy. But I'm glad that it's not happening. Simple as that. That doesn't need to be happening.
Yeah.
On anyone's.
Nah, yeah, we want Biden to stay alive. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's crazy to kind of transition everything. Want everyone to stay alive.
You know, we went from honeymoon to like red lights.
Right.
But yeah, craziness, man.
A lot of craziness, but it's important to stay on the sidelines when craziness is going down, unless you're able to intervene.
Mm-hmm.
But finding out about it keeps you in the loop. You don't want to be unaware.
Yeah.
You're.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was unaware of that story.
It's good to be mindful. I mean, it's not. You don't have to know everything, but I feel like I'm kind of glad that I've kind of just looked in more to these like news apps, because I don't watch the news really.
Yeah, it's like current events.
Exactly, but it's like simple. You know, it pops up on your phone, especially with the new widgets they have on this new update, iOS 14. You can just kind of see it. It just scrolls. So like I see something about coronavirus, like how the cases are pretty much getting a lot higher than before.
It's really like always have been happening, and you should keep up with it, like I was saying, and then say like, oh wow, but move on.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna move on. I mean, as long as they get served the justice.
Yeah.
I'm at peace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it is crazy that like there are news that come upon that just kind of like get forgotten about. It's there for like a week, and then next thing you know, it's like whatever. It happened last week. But now this is what's happening now.
But I think maybe
that's
when you find something out like that, you're right that we can. Oh wow! At the moment, what's next? Because you want to be distracted with something like better.
Yeah. And it's good to know what's going on in our world, because we live here. And there could be something that's happening not even very far from you.
But learning from it, taking something away from these things that go on, try to take something away from it.
Yeah.
He had a big problem, and like you said, other people could be going through these big problems, and we don't even know it. So it's important to ask people how they're doing.
Facts, though. Know your surroundings and know who you're with, I guess.
Yeah. You never know. One of these neighbors could be over here.
These fools could be plotting on me right now.
Ask people how they're doing and mean it.
I'm on
Listen
BMW,
to them.
man.
Listen to them. Listen to your neighbors.
Nah, because, bro, I've had friends where I thought they were cool friends. I remember a time, I won't say names, but I was playing basketball at Claude Moore, and next thing you know, I had, like, money in my wallet. I put it in a friend's bag. Next thing you know, I go back to my wallet when I'm done. The cash is all gone. I'm literally going around like, yo, like, my money's gone, and obviously no one's gonna own up to it, but that's how it be. Even you think your closest friends, and I low key know who did it, but he wanted to play dumb. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and point fingers, but still, it just shows that even close friends are pretty crazy. I mean, I trust these people more because they're just like, why would you take my shit?
You know? Like, you never know you don't know someone fully.
And they don't have history as well.
Benefit of the doubt is
doing that.
Definitely important. Definitely want to trust. But I'm saying, like, love with all your heart, and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
You know? And then if something goes wrong, you let them know it's wrong and expect them to want to make it better. Not if they don't want to, then
they won't.
And then they're not really your friend.
Yeah, friends that look out for you, especially catch those things. You gotta have friends that are visual.
Yeah.
That look out for things. Like if you're doing something and your shit's around them, like they're gonna take care of it. They're gonna treat it like it's yours. You know, and that's one reason why nowadays a lot of people have tight circles, and that's one reason I have tight circles. Because don't get me wrong, like I still trust a lot of people I'm around, but if it was a friend I talked to like years ago, and then I'm now, you know, I trust them, but at the same time, like.
Don't fully trust.
You know, it's like I haven't talked to you so long. I don't know if you've been on some ignorant shit.
That's what I'm saying. You got like even like leaving your phone, like leaving your wallet.
Yeah, man.
Things like that.
Dude.
Personal items, and that's why I'm like, carry your shit on you at all times, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like I have my wallet on me. I'm not gonna buy nothing, but you know, it's just good to know. Like, all right, my keys are right there in case I gotta run.
Nah.
You know, my wallet's right here, phone right here. But
yeah, well. This was episode 9. Many different titles to this. We have the Hummer EV, My Honeymoon, Distractions, and a 19-year-old kid that almost went ballistic.
Pretty much.
Shit.
Message takeaway from today is know who you are and look out for those who are around you.
Facts.
Exactly. So.
Thanks. That was good, Brendan.
Yeah, really.
That was good.
This is Brandon's first time really taking charge. But
yeah, my first time ever in my life. Just kidding.
But yeah, everyone, this is I'll end it. This is the Room Podcast, episode 9. Like he said, thank you for joining us today. Everyone, stay safe. Right. Wear a mask.
Catch y'all next week.
Coronavirus.